everyone, this is Ava Waits from avawaits.com, and I'm in Los Angeles. We're in Los Angeles. Hello from Los Angeles. This is actually the beautiful yard that I've been staying in. You can see the little casita that I'm staying in for the week that I'm down here. So I've been here on going to live events, meeting people, and I have the extreme pleasure of also meeting with one of my clients. This is Gabrielle Hamilton.
Hello.
So I know you used to be up in Olympia, but now you're here. So Gabrielle used to be my intern.
Yeah, in 2011.
2011?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a little while ago now, not too long ago. And I know you relocated down here and are doing some nutritional work in the area. And it's just so exciting to have you on film. So welcome.
Thank you.
So one of the reasons I asked Gabrielle to come into my backyard and film was because I really wanted her to share some of her story with you. So especially the whole reason, so she was my intern a couple years ago and really got to come into my business and look behind the scenes, do some shadowing, really see how things were created and things were developed. And then I was so excited when I found out that you were also starting your own nutrition business. So would you mind telling everyone just why you really felt that pull to start your own business, especially in nutrition and nutrition coaching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely throughout college. I felt this pull toward it, and I needed to finish my studies in health and food studies. And ultimately, though, my biggest goal is to help people who really can see themselves in a healthier state and are having a hard time seeing how to get there. Really just needing some help with first steps, second steps,
Third steps, fourth steps, continuing steps. I mean, even I can think of things that I still want to do for myself nutritionally, so it is this path that just never ends.
Right, exactly. And honestly, sometimes we just need a hand to hold. I've needed it, in health or in other areas, and this is a great example. I chose to have a mentor, especially Ava, because she's been through this, the starting of one's business in the health field, and I've seen your success as your intern.
Yes, and thank you for being my intern.
Yeah. I watched you shift your company as well, even like making a choice to take on a lawyer for copyright issues or anything,
Right.
like you need so much, you need a plethora of support in starting your business. And so having somebody on board with me that's been there, that was really a huge step for me.
And it's so wonderful to have you here. And yes, it's true. It's like as we grow our businesses, we need to take on more support systems. And so I think you came in right when I was working with my attorneys to set up my LLC, my limited liability company, which is this amazing container, like this one of those like world I'm serious about my business type of containers, setting up an LLC. And so I know some of you are going to be in corporations and all of those different levels, and it is so nice having support, and it's so wonderful to be support to you now. And I'm just so thrilled. We've been working together for a couple months, and already I see that you're just such an amazing example for your clients. Like, this woman has amazing self-care practices that she puts into place. Oh, and let me show you what she brought me today. So
You've mostly eaten.
I know, I've mostly eaten it. Would you explain to them what this little goodie is?
I would love to. Yeah, a lot of my interest in health started in veganism and gluten-free and really learning about all kinds of healthy fats and diets. And that brought me into baking goods like this. So the ingredients you will find in that, and this is a lemon custard cake, by the way.
Looks pretty good.
It's delicious.
It was delicious.
There are no processed sugars, not even coconut sugar, nothing that's nothing you wouldn't literally just find in nature and like pick up with your hand. There are sweet potatoes, there are golden beets in it, which you don't even taste.
Oh no, you can't taste the beets? I had no idea this had beets in it until you told me.
And that's most of the body of it, is the vegetables and some honey. And there's some vanilla in it. There's a lot of lemon juice, and it's all like just fresh lemon, some zest. Really, really wholesome ingredients. I never used xanthan gum, and it's totally gluten-free.
Of course.
There are some eggs in it, but I do make vegan versions with flax seeds and chia seeds, so you get a good amount of fiber and still just using whole plant food ingredients. So that's mostly what I'm passionate about.
That's awesome.
That's how I got into health.
Yeah, and you get to eat this at home.
Yeah.
And then would you mind sharing too, just with everyone who's watching, you have some things that you really do to take care of yourself, especially as a new business owner now. And yes, as a new business owner, you still have another job that's really supporting the dream as you're growing your business. So you've got a lot going on.
I do.
And would you mind sharing with them just one of the things that you love to do at home to really support you and to make sure that you're nourished first so you can go out and be a bigger service to your clients?
Yeah. So like you said, I work another job which takes up a lot of time, and I love it. I love the company.
A good job.
It's a great job. And within that, starting this business also is going to take up more of my spare time, and it starts to be like, where do I find time to rest? Where do I take a break? Where do I breathe? And so doing even just teeny tiny things, or when I have tasks, emails to answer, etc., even just answering one email. Getting
one at a time.
One tiny thing done. Taking a bath. Luckily, I rent a room in a house with a gorgeous bathtub, which is a blessing. And I bought some organic bubble bath soap, and I got Epsom salts, and I have all kinds of herbal blends, lavender, just so that I can feel pampered. And honestly, the bath happens like once every 2 months, not that often. But I also make sure to not get upset with myself when I don't make enough time.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing that I can do is to feel guilty or feel like I owe myself something or I owe anybody anything, really.
Yeah, guilt is a huge thing, actually, that I find that tends to eat away at us on the inside. And that's just so great that around some of your self-care practices, you can just throw the guilt aside. And just when it happens, and you know exactly how you can take care of yourself, and you keep that going, and then you get to pass that on to your clients, and that's just a wonderful example right there.
Yeah. Well, and also knowing who we are as individuals at that certain time, and that is completely okay to change. Maybe this week I'll need to do a lot of work and barely any rest. Maybe next week I'll need a lot of rest and barely any work.
Right. So looking at just how your work life fluctuates and looking at what you need, and it's so true. We're just so different from week to week and day to day and body to body, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. So how can people find out more about you, Gabrielle?
People can find out more about me on my website, which is www.dynamoholistic.com. Dynamo is D-Y-N-A-M-O.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. And we'll list it, of course, below the video. And then is there anything else that I didn't mention? I know I always want to make sure.
When you visit my website, definitely help yourself to my free gift, and you'll find out what it is when you get there.
Yeah, we've been putting that together. We just had a meeting today, and so we've been talking about this new gift that she's going to offer. It's really awesome. You should definitely check it out.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again so much. And thank you all for coming in and checking out a little part of my life down in Los Angeles. And when you're here, I really hope you connect with Gabrielle, especially if she is the right mentor for you. Especially because that's...
Love to meet you.
Yeah, that's my whole intention, is just connecting people with to their right mentor. So, with that said, I think I will get back to this little tort here. And I want to wish everyone a lovely day. Thank you again so much, and we'll see you so soon. Bye.
Bye.